Recent speculation has been rife that the Newcastle United owners are about to change the club name, the home colours of the shirt and the club badge. They're not. Categorically, they're not. And this is on the back of a document that's just been released by Newcastle United that's been taken in isolation and then completely misinterpreted. In this video, I'm going to explain. It's coming up. Welcome back, it's Eddie here from Tyneside Life, so straight into this one. So there's been a build up to this current situation that's been going on actually for several years, going back to 2012. If you remember, Cardiff City's owner Vincent Tan from Malaysia decided to change the club shirt colours from blue to red and the badge from a blue swallow to a red dragon. That led fans obviously to protest. They weren't very happy at all. In 2015, Vincent Tan backed down and decided to change the club shirt colour back to blue and the original badge back to the blue swallow. But also in recent years, due to the financial failings of clubs like Derby, County, Bury and Macclesfield Town, most recently as well, elite clubs from the Premier League rebelling and trying to break away to form their own Super League, but also as well strengthening of the owners and directors tests to help protect the integrity of clubs and to stop unscrupulous owners just doing what they want. So this has led in the last year or two to a fan-led review of football governance report, which was led by Tracy Crouch, CBE MP, then instilled as a result of that an independent regulatory body that's going to oversee English clubs from the Premier League and the National Leagues, the Super League and Championship of women's football as well, to make sure that there's everything's being done to the law through the FA and to protect clubs, but also as well, more importantly, to ensure that fans are at the heart of what happens with their particular clubs. So this is now set in stone in FA law, and you can find all the details on the FA website, but also on the government website as well, which has only very recently produced a document to explain all of this that's happening, where all clubs need to get in line and have a greater consultation with fans on really important matters, including things like club heritage assets, and those include shirt colours, badges and club names, so that any decision made about those particular items has to be thoroughly looked at through independent supporter polls from season ticket holders, those who regularly go to home matches, before any decision is made on anything involving club heritage assets. It also means that fans will have the final say on whether a club can relocate its stadium or not. Now, of course, Newcastle United's new owners have been absolutely excellent with the communication with the fans and they've been as transparent as they can be, really, so we've got no complaints there. However, they're now obligated in law to be more open and transparent and to engage with fan groups. And only a couple of days ago, they released a document called a Fan Engagement Review, where they go into a lot of detail about the strategic vision of the club and what they're doing in various areas. But as part of that, they've announced a new fan advisory board that they're going to set up for the beginning of next season. And they're going to, as part of that fan advisory board, they're going to discuss certain things about the club, which includes the strategic vision going forward for the club. But most importantly, the crux of this particular video, you need to look at the wording. They wanted to discuss the agreed club heritage assets. Discuss the agreed club heritage assets. But also as well, they want to discuss equality, diversity and inclusion matters. And that's where, taken in isolation, this document is being completely misinterpreted. What the club are not doing at the beginning of next season with a group of fans is putting forward some ideas on the rebranding of the club in terms of its name, its shirt colours and the club badge. The purpose of this advisory discussion at this stage is purely getting in line what they're obligated to do in law, and that's just to discuss things with the fans and set them in stone. So in terms of agreed club heritage assets, what they're going to do is just discuss with the fans and agree that these heritage assets are really important to the fans. Absolutely certain of that. So I hope that puts that to bed. I mean, I could leave it there. But in addition, it's not even the best interest of the club in a commercial sense anyway, to tinker with something so significant. It would only backfire in some really unhelpful ways for the club financially. So whichever way you look at it, Newcastle United owners are not planning to make any of those changes, and they don't have plans afoot to put to the fans on this advisory board at the beginning of next season. I can guarantee it. So Newcastle fans watching this, don't listen to nonsense. Stop worrying. Newcastle United owners are not planning to make these big changes. Having said that, I have got an inkling that there may be some commercial advantage to possibly tinkering with the badge. That's no big deal. Newcastle's badge has changed several times over the decades. I don't expect to see that anytime soon, but it's possible they might simplify the logo in some way, but that's no big shakes. And it's in terms of the cultural heritage assets, it's more of a superficial one rather than the importance of the club name and the club colours. So as part of this fan review board, I'm going to do my best actually to get on it. I'm going to email the club, see if I can be included, so that I can find out what's going on and hopefully humbly represent the fan base with the majority of views if I can do that. But in conclusion, and I must stress this, any decision on club heritage assets, the Newcastle fans have the final say. If you don't want a new badge, if you don't want to change the colours of the shirt, if you don't want to change the name of the club, if you don't want to have our stadium relocated somewhere else, it ain't happening. So hopefully you found that video really useful. I apologise for the low production value of this, of me sat in front of a wall holding my iPhone, but I'm out and about at the moment. I've got some time on my hands, so I just thought I'd put this video together because I've got a busy day today. I'm attending the South Shields game. It's National Non-League Day. So if you want to see that video as well, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But also, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Till next time, catch you later.